All right, so thank you for joining me today. It's Wednesday. It's time for our 15-minute stretch break. My name is Andi. I'm coming to you from the Tempe site. So we're just going to go through a quick full body stretch. Let's get started. So find yourself some space and let's take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to raise our arms straight up above us the best you can, trying to get our arms over our ears. The crown of your head is pointing right at the ceiling like you're dangling from a string. I want you to get nice and tall and feel your spine elongate, getting taller. From there, we're going to go ahead and bring it halfway down. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Keep your back nice and flat like a tabletop. And you're looking at the floor right in front of you. As you press your chest towards the floor, you can feel that stretch in your low back. And from there, we're going to try to straighten out our legs a little bit more and just let it all collapse forward. If you can reach for the floor, your toes, your shoelaces, your ankles, the back of your calves, pull yourself closer, bringing your chest towards your knees, looking at your knees. And the straighter your legs are, the more you're going to feel that stretch all the way up your calves, into your hamstrings, into the glutes and low back. If you want, you can also grasp your elbows, and that'll add as a little bit of a weight to help pull you down. And nice, easy breathing. Before we stand up, I want you to think about using your glutes like a deadlift. So we're going to squeeze our glutes and slowly pull ourselves up one vertebrae at a time, unrounding, straightening up. Your shoulders might be up, push them back to the wall behind you, and then tuck your shoulder blades down like you're trying to tuck them into your back pocket. Let's go through that sequence one more time. So nice deep breath in. Exhale, reaching those arms straight up. Maybe you can bring your arms back a little bit farther this time. If you want, you can also grasp your elbows. You can turn it into a little bit of a back bend. You can support yourself that way. Get nice, easy breathing, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Let's go ahead and bring it down into that half fold. So again, our back is flat. We're looking at the floor in front of us. And maybe now you can press your chest just a little bit further toward your thighs. Still maintaining that flat back. And let's let it go ahead and all collapse forward. Maybe you can reach a little bit lower. If you reached for your ankles last time, maybe now you can go for your shoelaces. You're looking at your knees. Trying to keep your legs straight the best you can. And doing some nice, easy breathing. One more time, using those glutes, squeeze, pull yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Get those shoulders back and then down. Let's do a couple of neck circles. So we're going to tuck our chin to our chest, and we're going to scrape our chin along our collarbone, bring it all the way around, scrape the other collarbone, bring it back to the middle. Do that one more time. Scraping each collarbone. When you get back to the middle, let's reverse it, go the other way. Scrape the other collarbone. One more time. Perfect. Let's do a couple Y's and T's so we can get our shoulders nice and loose. So if you can, stand up against the wall. If you cannot, I will show you another way. If you're up against the wall, you're going to have your bottom, your shoulder blades, and the back of your head pressed against the wall. If you can, bring your thumbs to the wall. And we're going to make a Y shape. Bring it back in, and we're going to make a T shape. Keep all 3 points of contact. Standing up nice and tall, keeping that core tucked in. If you don't have a wall, that's totally fine. When you come out for your Y, try to make sure that your arms are in line with your ears. Bring it back in, straight out. You should feel this between your shoulder blades. Let's do one more set of a Y. Bring it back in, one more T. Perfect. If you have a desk or if you have a shelf like I do, we're going to stretch our lats. If you don't, I'll show you how to do it on the wall as well. So you're going to just place your hands flat on top of whatever item you have. You're going to walk your legs back, push your hips back, press your chest towards the floor. And by pressing your chest forward and letting your head stay neutral, imagine if there was a line from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone, one straight line. Hopefully your ears are between your arms. If not, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. And press those hips back, press into that table or desk, and feel that stretch all the way down the side of your body. I want you to hold this one as long as you'd like because there's many variations you can do with this. You can pedal your legs. Keep pushing those hips back while you do this. You have to really think about that, and you're going to feel a nice stretch in your calf. If you want, you can also reach under. And you're going to need, sorry about that. You're going to need to bend your knee so that you can twist your hips. And if you don't have a table or a desk, you can just put your hands on the wall, find a place that's comfortable. So this is about the same height as my windowsill, so I'm actually going to use that. But you just have your hands pressed flat up against the wall and do the same thing. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. Go ahead and stand up out of that nice and slow. Get your shoulders down and back into that neutral standing position. We're going to do a couple of hip circles, each direction on each side. If you need something to balance, you can go ahead. We're going to lift one leg straight up in the air. Toes are pointing forward. And we're going to pretend like we're trying to get our leg over a hurdle. Bring it back up. Keep it up over that hurdle. Let's go the other direction. We're going to go back. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Trying to keep that leg at 90 degrees at least. Toes are up over the hurdle. You might notice one hip moves a little bit easier than the other. And let's go backwards. Up and over that hurdle. One more time. That's it. Perfect. From here, we're going to go ahead and take it to a side bend. So if you were wearing pants, you would follow the seam of your pants all the way down your leg. And we're just going to take it straight down to a side bend. You can grasp your calf. If you can't reach it, that's fine. Grasp your thigh. If you feel like you can't move very far, widen your stance a little bit and you'll find it a little bit easier. And if you'd like, you can add that arm overhead to deepen that stretch. Again, we're breathing nice and easy. We're staying in line, so try not to lean forward or backward. All one line, like a pane of glass. Before we stand up, I want you to think about squeezing your obliques. Think about these muscles here on the side, trying to make your ribs touch your hip bone. And we're going to pull ourselves up nice and slow. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Follow that seam straight down to the side. Hold it there if you want to add that arm. You can. Take it as far as you're comfortable. If you get to a point where you find yourself holding your breath, ease up a little bit. You want to make sure that you are able to breathe comfortably so that you can get the oxygen and the blood and the nutrients to the muscles that we're stretching. When you're ready, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in. Again, squeeze these obliques, ribs touch the hips, pull yourself up. Perfect. Let's end with a nice pec stretch. If you're able to clasp your fingers together, if this is enough of a stretch for you, leave it there, that's totally fine. Make sure before we even get started that our shoulders are down and back, we're standing up nice and tall, our core is engaged. Crown of our head going straight up to the ceiling. And from there, we're gonna lift our arms straight up behind us. If that doesn't work for you, you can always grab some wall and just twist yourself away. And you feel that stretch right in the front of your shoulder, in your chest. Good, nice, easy breathing. If you're doing one side at a time, go ahead and switch sides. If you were doing both, you can relax, shake it out. Around those shoulders one more time, get into that nice standing position. If you want to add a little tricep stretch, anything we can do to open up the front of our body. When we're sitting at a computer, we're sitting at the dinner table, we're in our cars, we're using our phones, we're reading a book, whatever it might be, we're in this forward position with our neck forward, our shoulders forward. So everything we're doing today, we're trying to get out of that, push everything back. Take it as far as you're comfortable. Stretching should never be to the point of pain. It should just feel like a little bit of tension. And you can go ahead and release. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser. Again, my name is Andi. I am coming to you from the Phoenix site.